What's up, guys? It's Isaac here at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson, and today we have a 2023 Harley-Davidson Sportster S in the nice, cool gray haze. So we're going to talk about the 2023 Sportster S a little bit, kind of dive into them, show you some of the cool features, some of the cool tech, and talk about how they compare to some of the other popular sport bikes that are available in the market right now. So with that being said, let's jump in it. So the Harley-Davidson Sportster S. So Harley-Davidson has been known since 1957, I believe is the date, for having the Sportster. Some considered it the first of the super bikes because you just had a motorcycle that was just out the box, rowdy, sporty, and just ready to rip. Much as everybody loved the 883 and the 1200 Evolution powered Sportsters at the time, they're still fantastic motorcycles to go rip around on. Now, you're looking at something a little more modern. Now with the new Sportsters, you're rocking that 1250cc Rev Max motor. So before the question was, do you have a 1200 and 883? Now the question's going to be, you rocking that 1250 or that 975? So currently you're going to see that 1250 Rev Max motor in both the Sportster S as well as the Pan Americas. Now the Pan Americas, it's tuned and set up to be a little bit rowdier. It's putting out about 150 horsepower, whereas on these are only putting out about 120, which only 120 horsepower, which is a lot. But knowing that the Pan Am can put out 150 and it's relatively very similar setup, that just lets you know there's a little bit of room for improvement that you could, you performance folks kind of squeeze out of these motorcycles. But this motorcycle is just set up as a, when you look at it, you're seeing an American muscle, true Harley-Davidson sport bike. So there's a lot going on here. So with the upswept exhaust, you kind of got to throw back to the flat track racing days with the massive front tire and just the aggressive stance. You really see where this motorcycle is just an American muscle machine right here. Now this is a liquid cooled motor, so this motorcycle is ready to tear up the city. You know, you're ready to go. This would be an awesome daily commuter bike as well as a motorcycle that you're going to go tear up some mountain roads on the weekend. The accessory packages that are available for this are pretty solid. You got a lot of good options for luggage now. Out of the box, these motorcycles are going to come with Fords and nothing really set up for the passenger, but you can set them up for passenger, give them a backrest, give them foot pegs, and you can even set up some mid controls for this bike if you're wanting something that feels even more sporty. Now, this motorcycle, this bike's really an awesome bike where it's not overpowered, but it's certainly not underpowered. So you're really going to have something that's going to let you grow, a motorcycle you can really grow with. So the lower seat height, the low weight, this bike sits just a little bit over 500 pounds total. And so with that little bit lower seat height and the way you're sitting up on top of the bike, this is one you can really go throw around for sure. It's a 3-gallon tank, so you can really squeeze some miles out of it. You're certainly not limited in that capacity. And it's a motorcycle that you can really fine-tune to your riding. So it's got three different ride modes. You've got the sport, the rain, and the road mode. And you've also got, just starting up here in the front, working our way to the back, you've got the inverted suspension that you can really dial in a little bit without any major work. You've got Brembos on the front and rear, Brembo boosters and Brembo calipers. You got nice bright LED lighting all the way around for the turn signals, the headlight, the tail lights, dual swept 2-to-2 exhaust. You'll see there's the Brembo on the rear. Let's see, the powertrain itself is actually an integral part of the system, of the chassis. So the dual purpose powertrain is the word for it. So you'll see actually the front end's bolted onto it and then a stressed member. And then you have the rear end of the bike bolted onto the motor as well. So all together, it makes everything a little bit stiffer and it's going to feel a little bit more responsive. So you'll see that these do have the tail light bracket going on back here. I have seen some kits and some folks that have been doing if they want to kind of remove that a little bit. You do have the quick adjustment there for the rear suspension. So like I said, you can really dial this into your riding. This one in particular is in that beautiful gray haze color, so you'll see that all over the tank and little parts all over it. You got the nice bronze trim, and with the other trim packages now, you can really accessorize these bikes like you want them. You do have the bar-in mirrors. I have seen some folks go ahead and move those where they like, but this kind of gets it off to the side, so you don't have to worry about trying to see over or underneath your shoulder there. Now moving right on around, yeah, it's loaded down. It's ready to rock and roll here for you. Talking performance and weight-wise, if we want to compare this to some other sport bikes, it's actually more powerful than the MT-07. It's actually closest in power to, you want to compare it to other motorcycle manufacturers like Yamaha, it's actually going to be putting out a bit more power than the MT-07. It's actually going to be closest to the MT-09. There's just going to be a little bit of a difference in weight is the only thing there. Then on the other side, you want to compare it to something like the Ninja. It's going to be more powerful than the Ninja 400, but horsepower is going to be slightly less than the Ninja 600, but it's going to have more torque than both of those bikes. And once again, it's a little bit of a difference in weight. So compared to so if you're looking for a sport bike, you want to keep it sporty, ride a sport bike, but you really love that American muscle, check out the Sportster S, because it's got all those cool features, and that's just scratching the surface when you talk about some of the tech on this bike. So we'll go ahead and turn it on here for you, just give you a quick demo. But you got the gas tank right there, 3.1 gallon tank, nice little latch up. You can get the locking mechanism, and there's no cap you take off, so you don't have to worry about where to set that if you're on it. 3 different ride modes you can go select right here through this button. So you'll see sport, rain, road. There's your on off switch, so just flip it on, tap it, you'll go ahead and start. Flashers, you can connect your phone to the bike and then the bike to a headset, so that way you can just put your phone in your pocket and then you can just go ahead and control your music from it. You can make some other moves. You can also, if you download the Harley-Davidson app, you can use the GPS and navigation functions in the app, and it'll actually display here on the screen. So you can go through the pages button. I don't have anything connected right now, but it would go ahead and update and show your map right there. So you can't navigate with this by itself, but it can show you those navigational moves you're making. You can display your music. Your bike can run its own diagnostics. You see your volt, your temperature. You can also see the front and rear tire pressure, so no more rolling around in the dirt trying to make sure it's right. Lots of settings you can go into: appearance, Bluetooth, ride customization. So you can kind of change up your ride modes a little bit too if you need to go further in depth. Lots of stuff there. Home screen, it's going to give you that everything's digital, but sort of an analog style tachometer. Bright digital speed, tell you what mode you're in. You're going to see your fuel gauge, and then some other things that will be showing you right there. It'll also show you what gear you're in. So it doesn't have heated grips, but this is the same setup from the Pan America. So it's set up to, if you wanted to use heated grips, you could. You would just need to get them set. You just need to replace the grips and a quick flash of the ECM, and then you're pretty much good to go. It's got cruise control, passing lights, high beam, everything there. It's more the European style turn signals that most folks that ride sport bikes are used to. Horns, quick and easy to ride underneath there. Adjustable levers, you can bring everything, both the clutch and the brake, closer to you. I mean, this is just a motorcycle that is loaded down with tech. Lots of good rider safety features too, you know, ABS, traction control. Oh yeah, we missed those over there. Here's your traction control switch over there. You'll have voice to talk, so if you have your phone and your headset connected, just tap that and it'll go ahead and activate Siri or something like that for you. But overall, the Sportster S is quite the motorcycle to check out. Best thing that you can do, take one for a test ride. So if you're looking around for you really love that American muscle, that styling of the motorcycle, but you really want a tech loaded bike that's ready and very comparable to other sport bikes around, come check out the Sportster S. Come see us here at Tobacco Road Harley-Davidson and come take a test ride on one. So in the meantime, ride safe, and we hope to see you out here soon.